watching State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. You're watching State of Real Estate.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is John Chrisman. The show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate. Today, we've got a very special renewal episode of State of Real Estate because it is the final days for this next real estate license renewal. So we're going to go over all the requirements today, whether that's post-licensing for your sales associate license or your broker license. That would be for your first renewal of those licenses. Then you would need post-licensing, or if it's any secondary or subsequent renewal after your first, you only need 14 hours of continuing education. Now, this is often a mystery when you're first starting out, so chances are you need post-licensing if you haven't done that already, but maybe you did, maybe you didn't. The only way to truly know for sure is to go to the actual state website, which is myfloridalicense.com. That is the website for the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, and simply log in. Now, to simplify this to its core, we've got a screen share that walks you through step by step of how to verify your hours for this renewal period. You could also skip ahead to the next renewal period. You can see your previous renewal periods. That's all at tsre.us/verify. And that's got links to see that screen share. The video is right there, going to load right at the top of how to navigate, not just logging into this portal, but where to click within the menus to get to your continuing education hours. This is a very valuable thing that you want to be able to do so you can make sure you have the hours so you don't jeopardize your real estate license. Even if you believe the hours to be reported, even if you're a Tampa School of Real Estate student, we report all of our continuing education post-licensing hours for you. You still need to verify, because in very rare instances, there are technical issues that are not notified to us that can cause your hours to be missing, which could cause your license to go into an involuntary, inactive, or null and void status. So that's why it's essential that you go to tsre.us/verify to see how to exactly go through this website and find how many hours you need. So if you find that you do need the 45 hours for your first sales associate renewal, we've got many different options for that. Now, if your renewal is coming up in just a couple of days, these are really going to be your two options right here. And this option is not actually timed, the text-based option. The text-based on-demand option is not timed. There's 3 15-hour mini courses, but again, it's just estimated to take 15 hours to go through the material. It is not timed. Whereas the videos, there is a degree of time to this because you have to watch the videos. Now, the live classes, of course, these have a set schedule, and if you've got a renewal cycle coming up in the future, absolutely check out these schedules, because if you could make it to either a live in person or a live online class, there's immense networking opportunities for mingling and networking with other professionals who just also got their real estate license, either just now or within the last 18 months or so, because that's your deadline for this first renewal. The My Florida License website is where you could verify your exact renewal deadline. And not only that, but see how many hours that you need. So again, if it says 45 hours, these are the courses that you're looking for. The courses with the red headers on them, that's for your first sales associate renewal. Now, the video on demand program is essentially the same program as our live programs. The same course, the same textbook, the same material, but this is a 24/7 on-demand format. Short, easy to follow videos that you can go through anytime, day or night. But again, if you're short on time and you want to be able to get through this quicker, and maybe you're a fast reader, that's where this non-timed option down here is probably going to be at least interesting to you. If you do have the time to really go through this and really soak up the information, that's why I really would recommend our instructor-led programs. In all of our instructor-led programs, you'll also have access to the TSRE Learn portal, including the Learn app, which now also has the discussion boards. So you can connect with other real estate professionals. So even if you are doing this video on demand program, whether you're just getting your license, getting started, or you've been doing it for years, you have access to the Tampa School of Real Estate community of tons of students from not just all over Florida, but all over the world. We've had students from over 40 countries worldwide. We want you to join our alumni. Now, for your secondary renewals, that's where you only need 14 hours. So if your license, when you pull it up on the myfloridalicense.com website, you do have to be logged into your account to be able to verify your hours. But then when you look at those hours and you see it only requires a total of 14, it's probably going to be broken up with 3 hours for ethics, which is right here, 3 hours for law, which is right there, and then the remaining hours being elective courses. So we have several self-guided online programs. Here we go, ethics and law. And you could buy the package that includes everything you need for the 14 hours, or you can a la carte build your own bundle. And we have several more courses beyond the ones that we're showing here. Here we've got the property management, the commercial real estate, short sales, assistance animals, document diligence, safeguarding your transactions. Extremely important right now because there's a significant rise in hacking and scamming and spamming and whatever you want to call it. So very good to have that to make sure that your clients don't become a victim of things such as wire fraud theft, where they're impersonating you and giving false wiring instructions to some sort of offshore bank account. So this has all kinds of strategies to help minimize your risk in this ever-evolving digital cyber world. First-time home buyers, marketing, working with real estate investors. Now, these are all great programs, and there's, again, several more beyond these, but these do require some time to go through. If you're in a hurry, that's where I would recommend this option right here as our fastest and easiest option, in my opinion, because with this, there's not any sort of time requirement. You will be sent a textbook. However, as soon as you register, you'll have access to the online exam, which you can also do right through the TSRE app as well. And with that exam, it is open book, and you only need to score 80%. And that will get you all 14 hours with that program. So 30-question open book exam, score at least 80% on that, and you're going to be in good shape. All these other ones here, these are, again, going to be much more beneficial when you do have the time to really absorb the details that are in them, because they are really great programs. And if you're starting it today, there's still plenty of time to power through these this weekend. Now, if this is your first broker renewal, this is what you're going to need right here. The 60-hour post-licensing. So for brokers, their initial renewal requirement is a little bit longer. For sales associates, only 45 hours. Brokers, you're dealing with 60 hours. And we do have these schedules available live and in person, either live online or in person live. But again, if your renewal is coming up in a couple of days, this is still your option right here to get that done, because you get both of these 30-hour courses for the total of 60. Do them all right online exam, click through the material, read through it. You know, there's still a lot of time. There's more than 60 hours before the next renewal deadline. And again, that's just an estimate of the time it would take you to go through that program. We've had students that come through it in much shorter time than, again, the amount of time that is estimated for these programs, because these self-paced, text-based, on-demand programs are going to be, again, usually the fastest, easiest way to get through a lot of these requirements, but it does require a significant input on you, because you're guiding yourself as opposed to being guided by an instructor in our instructor-led program. So I definitely recommend these, not just, again, for the guidance of the instructor, but also the networking opportunities of your classmates that you'll be attending class with. But if you got to get it done, and again, you might also even prefer the text-based. You might prefer to do this on your own, especially if you have plenty of time to go through it. If you have any questions about your specific renewal, reach out to us here, 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. 2676. We have advisors standing by to answer your questions. You can call into us at that number anytime, day or night, 24/7. We will not be offended if you're calling us in the middle of the night. We'll be excited, as a matter of fact. So 813-333-2676, or you can visit us online at tampaschoolofrealestate.com. Again, that's tampaschoolofrealestate.com. And I'll leave you again with that verify link, because if you've already got a license, which if you've watched this video this far, I'm pretty sure you do, make sure you verify. Make sure you verify your renewal date, the hours that are reported, and that there's not going to be any lapse in your real estate license. So everything is smooth sailing for you. If you have any questions on any of this, feel free to reach out to our advisors. One more time, that phone number, 24/7. Call into us, 813-333-2676. It's about all the time that we've got for today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We will be back next week for Ask the Instructor this coming Wednesday, so make sure you're tuned in then. Until then, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next week. Real estate is something that you're interested in pursuing. If you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance, you didn't have the right situation, you weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters